Hey, hey. There we go. Welcome to our live stream. So, for those of you who are watching the replay, in this video, we are going to talk about 9 things that, I'll just share my thoughts about God Game Dragonist. So, there's so many things that we can actually talk about in this game, but we'll definitely start off with, the simple things, which by the way, we're probably gonna do our daily quest as we go along to make our live stream session not so boring in a way. I hope the game audio is not overlapping my voice. Either way, my voice should sound really clear, loud and clear. After configuring a few days back, we should sound golden right now. So, without further ado, okay. I think we'll just do Labyrinth 23. It's easier. Clear as good, bossing. Invite DQ. Oy, DQ! Okay, let's do DQ. Return to town. So, there are 9 things that we're going to be talking about in this live stream about God Game Dragonist. God Game Dragonist. This is basically a 1-to-1 ratio in terms of everything. That's all about Dragonist. DQ. As in DQ. No password. Jump right in. So, okay, I was just checking the guild chat. But anyway, so one of the first things that we are gonna be talking about is the server features. So, what I mean by that is we're just gonna talk about the unique features, the custom content, what makes the server apart from the rest of the other hundreds of servers out there. So it's basically a grind to win as opposed to God Game Dragonist, or rather the official server. I'm just gonna pass out PL to Cray. So by the way, in this live stream, we're gonna be talking in English to kind of, since we're gonna be targeting. Chances are we're gonna have visitors from other countries, Indonesia. Unfortunately, I don't know how to speak Bahasa. Yeah, so I'll just talk in English throughout the entire live stream so everyone would be able to understand. So, server features. It's basically a grind to win. So, as opposed to the official server, you are entitled to grind your ass off in this game. I'm not just talking about daily DQ grinds. Sige boy. DQ tayo. So, I'm not just talking about the regular daily quest grindings, all those kinds of things. I'm talking about real hardcore grinding in this game. So, as opposed to the official server, pasok ata siya. Sino? Ay, okay. Palid lang ako ng party bossing. Thanks. Okay. So going back to what I mean by hardcore grinding, as opposed to the official server, you really have to grind your ass off in this game. A reason is you can actually farm DNP or the Dragoness points in this game. So in the official game, you basically have to pay real money to buy Dragoness points, to convert all those kinds of jazz, microtransactions in short, in the official server. But here in the private server, God Game Dragoness, you just have to spam freaking EFM, dude. That's it. You just have to spam freaking EFM to your heart's content, regardless if you want to farm early in the morning, late at night. Nobody cares. If you farm for as long as you like, then chances are you would get as many DNP as you want. You can get 1,000,000 DNP in this game. 1,000,000 DNP in this game. Nobody cares. If you wish to farm to your heart's content, no problem. Feel free to do so. So, yeah, basically the cash items that you have to pay for real money in the official server. In this server, God Game Dragoness, you can just farm your way to becoming the top one, basically. So that's one of the first key differences that makes this server different or apart from this with 100 Dragoness servers out there. It's basically a grind to win. You may wish to pay, but yeah, I think I wouldn't recommend that, especially if you are if you just wish to grind and have fun playing the game. However, if you really want to become, to compete against the top players in terms of STG, you may want to, cheat your way in through credit card or whatever, debit card, what have you. So the second thing that we're going to be talking about, by the way, shout outs to Crave for helping us out here, and also Samu, which, by the way, if you followed my channel for quite some time already, like 2-3 years ago. So basically, just a quick story time. I played the official server 2 or 3 years ago, and then I basically stopped playing the game as I need to focus on some personal my personal life. Basically. So yeah, shout outs to these guys. These guys helped me out before, and even here in the private server, God Game Dragons, they are also here to help me out as well. So huge shout outs to them. There are basically more people I wanted to shout out. However, it's gonna take up the entire live stream time. So let's just say shout outs to everyone. So the second thing that we're gonna be talking about is the gameplay experience. Having not played the official server in like 2 to 3 years, I'm not exactly sure, to be honest with you guys, how the skill allocation works, because basically in this game, in this private server, you can basically get all of the skills. Dude, I'm like talking about, I already have unlocked all of the skills here from the Moonlord tree, and I still have like 196 skills to allocate. That's basically me being able to get all of the skills. So I'm not sure if that's the same with the official server. So yeah, that might bring some trouble later on in some parts of the things that we're going to be talking about in this live stream. But yeah, so the skill allocation is basically, you can basically become whoever you want in this game, so long as it's the same class. For example, archer, swordmaster, for example, avalanche, trickster, or the duelist, I believe, is the other class. So you can basically get everything, all of the skills. Apart from that, the PvE mechanics in this game is basically a 1-to-1 ratio in the official server. So everything PvE mechanics in here is basically the same. There are no differences in terms of what do you call this one? In terms of like the mechanics PvE wise. But however, it's gonna be a different ball game if we're gonna talk about the PvP system. This is where the skin allocation thing comes into play. So I'm not sure if you are an avid PvP player in God Game Dragonist, but it's definitely gonna change the entire battlefield, especially if you think about having all of the skills in your arsenal. So the long cooldowns, it was actually a problem before, but right now, you know, having all of the skills available to you, it may change the battlefield in the PvP world. Although I might be wrong. So if you have more insights into how that comes into play, if you are an avid PvP player, you know, you can drop a comment and, you know, enlighten me on this matter. So gameplay experience, PvE is basically the same. I can't really talk about the PvP system because I haven't tried the official PvP thing. So that's another thing. So the third thing that we're going to be talking about as well is the community interaction. You know, the atmosphere, the friendliness, how players, you know, interact with each other. It's basically the same with the official one. Matter of fact, I would say 95% of the players, or even I would dare to say 99% of the players here have played the official server at least once in their lifetime. So that is one thing. And the good thing about this is, as opposed to the official server, well, I can't really tell because I haven't played the official server in the last 2 years. The God Game Dragonist actually has a Discord server. Yeah, so they have a Discord server, and in this Discord server, you can basically talk to the game developers, the game moderators and stuff. Yeah, you can just send them a DM in Discord and they are responsive as F, man. I'm talking like if you chat, if you send them a message today, you know, within the next 24 hours, you should hear back from them. 24 hours is stretching too much. Maybe I would say within the next 12 hours, you should hear back from the moderators, especially if you have, you know, reports, bug suggestion, maybe game suggestions, and then bugs in game. Because in their Discord server, there's also a specific channel there where you can basically, you know, report if there are any bugs in the game, and they will try their best to, you know, fix it. So that's one thing that I like about God Game Dragonist, is that the game moderators are responsive and they will really listen to the community. So that's a huge point there for those of you who are, I wouldn't say tired, but, you know, maybe looking for a more responsive, you know, gaming experience when playing Dragonist. Yeah, and also the community there, just recently, if I'm not mistaken, the other day, there's a total of 8,000 registered players already in the server, which we're gonna talk more about later on as to why I had to stress that we just reached 8,000 players in this game. The next thing is updates and events. It's also very similar to, if not 100% the same as the official server, because everything that is gonna be incorporated into God Game Dragonist is basically an inspiration, or basically a copy of the from the official server. I'm talking about the events, you know, I'm talking about seasonal costumes, cosmetics, all those kinds of jazz. um you will still have, it's, I would say a huge chunk of everything here in the private server is, you can basically, it's basically from the official server. So updates, events, Christmas, Halloween, all those kinds of things, you know, you will be able to participate those in this private server. So you wouldn't be missing out too much if, for example, there is a Christmas event, for example, which is the latest one, the most recent one that we can basically talk about. Christmas events. Matter of fact, there's a ongoing Christmas event. You know, the Saint Heaven. I'm not sure if you guys have seen. I'm not sure if I actually shared it when I started the live stream. I think I was in Villa Laurel. So there, Saint Heaven is actually updated. There is a Christmas theme going on. You can actually see, I think this is Samu wearing the Christmas costume event. So that's also one thing. You won't miss out on anything from the official server because it's going to be patched here in the private server, basically. The fifth thing that we're going to be talking about is class balancing. So this has been a huge debate over the years, over a decade. Class balancing, whether or not it exists, whether or not it's monopolized. So basically, when it comes to class balancing, since they are following the 1.1 ratio when it comes to the updates in terms of new classes, updates in terms of skills, the damage output, basically everything is the same. However, there is one feature in the Discord server, or one channel in the Discord server, that is currently asking players if for any suggestions in terms of the character balancing. I'm not too sure if that is going to affect the official decision in the official server, but it might be. I don't know. I'm not really sure. But one thing is for sure, when it comes to class balance in this game, whatever you have on the official server is basically what you will also get here in the private server. So it's more or less the same there and here. So if you are one of the people who are concerned about how OP a class would be if any class is specifically modified here, I don't think that's going to be an issue. However, it's going to be an issue if the official server is gonna mess around with the class balancing system or monopolize even, because that's when you are gonna have difficulty catching up, if you know what I mean. The next thing that we're gonna be talking about is customer support. So as I mentioned earlier, they have a Discord server with really responsive game moderators. So applaud to all of the game moderators. They are really responsive. The reason why I can say that is because I actually inquired one thing from the game moderators. I was actually asking if asking about some game mechanics. Well, basically they have this title. I'm not sure if you guys had noticed, but Trey here actually is wearing one of those features where your character can showcase, you can basically show off if you're a streamer in this game, because they are giving away this title. But in order for you to get that title, you need to meet certain milestones. So yeah, maybe I'll create a separate video on that, or maybe we can talk about it in a separate live stream. But basically, customer support, they are very responsive. I'm not too sure how 1:1, which is basically the customer support in the official server. Wow, this is actually a really good shot. I just took a screenshot. Anyway, going back, yeah, customer support, the moderators on Discord are very responsive, so kudos to the moderators in this game. The next thing that we're going to be talking about is the economy. So remember what I said when I said earlier about the 8K players. So the game is actually growing. Wow, where am I? I'm so far away. I'm at the edge of the world. But going back, so the economy in this game is, I would say, on a increasing trend. More and more players are playing God Game Dragonus. Hopefully most of them are not bots, because I believe it was last month there was an issue going on where the moderators had to ban, I think there's like I can't exactly remember the numbers, but there's like over 1,000 players were banned, and it's because they identified that those were those were bots basically. I think any game would at some point have problems with bots, especially if the economy is booming. I think that's a good thing. If you would look at the brighter side, I think that's a good thing, because it just means that the economy is growing, that players or hackers or even botters are taking advantage of this booming economy. So yeah, the economy is looking great. Just recently hit 8,000 players, and also when a certain player count is reached in this game, the moderators are generous enough to reward players with in-game items that you would normally pay for in the official server. So among the things that I could give as an example is the EOD guide stars, what else, legend pets, yeah, those kinds of things are some of the things that they are giving away if if the server reaches a certain player milestone. So the next thing that we are going to be talking about is the pay to win elements. So I mentioned earlier that the game is basically a grind to win. And the reason is you can basically buy everything so long as you grind for it. As long as you have the time, you should be able to reach, maybe top 1 even. But I'm not too sure about that, because if you're gonna compete against the top 1, chances are you really have to pay at some point to catch up with them. So yeah, but if you just want to get costumes, by the way, I'm not too sure, because I haven't played in the last 2 years. I'm not too sure if every single costume in the official server is available here, but what I can tell you is there are a lot of costumes that you can buy in this game. Apart from the the F11, I can't access the F11 right now, but we can definitely talk about the costumes that you so wanted to get in the official server that you simply just can't because you had to pay for it. In this game, you can basically get all of the costumes that you want to your heart's content, so long as you grind for it. The way to grind Dragonus points or DNP in this game is to just do EFM. And by the way, one of the things I haven't actually covered earlier when we were talking about the game features is that, as opposed to the official server, the last time that I played the official server, is that you have a limited fatigue, FTG, in the official server. But in this game, in this private server, you basically don't have to. There's no limit. So as I mentioned earlier, you can grind to your heart's content. No, I'm not sure if. Well, actually, I'm actually sure that for Bone Dragon, Black Dragon Nest, you have to get an entry ticket for it. But for nests in this game, you don't have to. You don't have to get a ticket in order to enter a nest. So unlimited grinding for hours on end, as long as you can, you know, as long as you'd be able to. So regardless if you are grinding in the morning, early in the, at midnight, you can just grind until you drop, basically. Pay to win elements, you can get everything except for some of the microtransactions that I believe is different compared to what they have on the official server. Because in this game, there is a specific VVIP box that I believe is their way to make money off the private server. So the moderators basically have or have the capacity to customize the contents of that box. So some of them, while some of the items in the cash shop is, you can purchase it with Dragoness points, there are some specific items that are only accessible to I'm not too sure about the name of the currency, but basically it's their way of making money, and they call this like a specific coin, god game coin. I'm not too sure exactly, but yeah, the only way for you to get or have access or even buy those kinds of things is through their gold coin system. So you can't buy it using DNP or Dragoness points. You actually have to buy it using their currency, basically. So that's when you have to top up to pay for real money to buy those kinds of items or VVIP box. So the VVIP box is just one of the examples that I can use, because I'm not too sure if there are other items in the cash shop that you can basically buy using real money. So yeah, I don't have the full contents of the cash shop items that you can buy using real money. But yeah, but to be honest, you don't really need those kinds of things if you just want to play the game, get all the costumes you want. Maybe you're a fashion player who just wants to get the costumes that you just can't get in the official server, so you have to pay for real money. In here you can basically get all the costumes you want. The pay to win elements in this game actually even allows you to become top 1 if you want to. However, it's not gonna be an easy route to reach top 1 just by playing, doing pay to win. At some point you will really have to compete against, players who are willing to spend real money in a private server. Yeah, well, it's not possible, it is doable. Let me check. 21. All right. So we're just gonna leave the party real quick. So we don't have enough ticket to enter the dimensional thing. So yeah. While we are here, let me just show you what I mean. So there's this god game. They actually, do they call it the cash? Yeah, it's basically just cash. So no DNP to be issued here. You can't buy it with DNP. So this is one of the things, you know, that you will have to pay for real money, using real money, because you just can't buy this using DNP. So they have this VVIP package things that they have that you need to pay for real money to get them. And also the contents for this particular box even is already promising. You have the Barnack skill. What else? 60,000 dungeon points, 30,000 nest points. You even have the Arc of Transcendence box key. Even all the skill heraldries for this one. For the other BVI 6, you also have the Killer Whale title. I think they're done. So yeah, let's just go back there. Okay. So those are some of the things that you have to pay for real money. And if you just if you plan to join the game, while it's possible for you to farm, I think nest points, or actually it's dungeon points. You can actually get the Barnack and the Geraint skill heraldry things if you farm for it, because you can basically get it or buy it for using dungeon points. However, it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be. Wait, where's he? It's not gonna be affordable, I would say. Yeah. Okay. So the next thing that we're gonna be talking about is the future plans of the game as a player. Oh, you can actually see the streamer title. So yeah, that's one of the things that you will get. You remember when I talked about earlier on how to get the, how to become a streamer thing that you can show off to the world in the game. So that's that. So future plans, upcoming feature or plans for the server's development. So what I can say is, so long as the official server is releasing updates, contents, events, then chances are God Game Dragonus will also be still active in the years to come. If you don't know yet, the game has been around. Well, not this not this private server, but the official game has been around for over a decade, you guys. And I would say they pretty much understood how the market works, because a game, chances are the game wouldn't survive this long if they haven't figured it out. So the game developers of the official game has basically figured how to keep the players, how to retain the players for so long. So I wouldn't see the game ending real soon. Matter of fact, I am expecting the game to still be here in the next 5 to 10 years, as long as the management stays the same and they still have the drive to look for ways to keep the players coming. So yeah, the next thing that we have on the list is what are my personal thoughts on the game long term. I would say this is a great escape for players from the official server who are just playing to dress their characters up. If you are a fashion player, if you are a fashionist, a fashion player in God Game Dragoness, then this private server is definitely gonna, give you all the costume you want to your heart's content, because you can basically buy every costume in here so long as you grind for Dragoness points. And also, yeah, so long as you grind, not necessarily Dragoness points, so long as you can grind the game, because the FTG in this game is unlimited, as I mentioned earlier. And also the nest points, the dungeon points, you can also farm for them to your heart's content as well. For me and my wife, we have been playing Dragonist for so long also. Matter of fact, we're gonna be talking about this on a different live stream. Matter of fact, just a quick story that I'd like to share with everyone. Me and my wife actually met in this freaking game, you guys, back in 2013. 50 cap. It's gonna be a different. We're gonna talk about this one in a separate stream. But basically, Dragoness has played a huge part in where we are right now as a couple with 3 kids. So we might still be playing this game so long as the economy is not gonna drop at some point. But right now, we're enjoying basically what the game is offering, what this private server is offering, more specifically the costumes, the freedom to buy all the costumes you want, the freedom to to get the to gear up easily in this game. It's really so hard to gear up in the official server. Last time I checked, not really too sure this time around, because we haven't been playing the official game for 2 years. So yeah, let's read some comments. Actually, I haven't been reading the comments. Tirada Boss, Marl, Heaven, Ananta, I'm newbie. Can I enjoy party to get some gold? These guys are actually just carrying my ass here. So yeah, but we still have one. Although I'm not too sure if the slot is reserved. But yeah, we're just basically doing DQs. And the good thing is, if you wanted to grind to farm for some gold, you can basically just shout and then ask if there are players willing to farm nests for days, and you would be surprised, because players are more than happy to have someone in there with them as they grind for may it be dungeon points, nest points, or even Dragoness points. There is one time where it's really boring if you're just gonna play, or if you're just gonna grind alone. And I can tell, because I have been grinding my ass for solo since when I started the game. I think we're about just shy of 2 months since we started playing this game, and already playing alone is taking a toll. So we really had to join some. We really had to connect with our previous gang in a way to kind of reconnect and not make grinding so boring. So yeah, who else? Maybe there are players in there who are willing to help out as well. You can drop in the comments, or even I'm not too sure if you can send a DM. I might have to leave. Oh, by the way, to be honest with you guys as well, there are some mechanics that I'm still surprised to know about in this game. But yeah, 2 months playing this game is still too early to kind of make a sound verdict when it comes to recommendations on how to farm effectively, how to farm efficiently. It's still too early for me to give you some tips and ideas. However, what I can tell you right now after playing the game for 2 months is my personal experience playing the game. So yeah, I'm hoping that through these live streams that we have, and also maybe in the future updates, last time I checked, there's what they called SHS. I can't even remember what it is, but it's basically a new nest that the official server is going to be releasing anytime soon. So chances are that's also going to be ported over into this private server. So I'm hoping that maybe at that point I can help you guys, share some insights with you guys on how to finish the nest. The same thing that I've been doing before when I play the official server. I try my best to also share some of the tips that I can share with you guys to make your lives comfortable playing the game. So I'm hoping that sooner or later I would also be helping as many people as I helped before in this private server when I played the official server a few years back. So yeah, basically that is the summary of what of the things that I wanted to talk about Dragonest, or rather the private server god game Dragonest. And right now I'm still so far I'm enjoying the game. The freedom to choose all the costumes that I wanted to buy. So ironic because I actually for someone who's talking about costumes all day or throughout the entire stream, I only have like 1 or 2 costume sets. The reason being is because I am prioritizing my farm, my hard-earned farm Dragonest points into what really matters in the game. For example, equipment, because you really need good equipment for you to farm or to earn faster in this game. So you have to really gear up in order for you to become an efficient farmer. If you wanted to get all of the costumes, get all of the things that you want possibly could get through Dragonest points in here. All right. So how many more? We actually have 1 more LZ point left. Now that's a thing as well. Speaking of the LZ or the lucky zones, you are also entitled to run a total of 15 max per day. But the good thing is the FTG is still unlimited. That's also one thing I wanted to I definitely have missed out talking about earlier, is that the buffs in this game, they have a moderator that regularly buffs everyone with everything, every single thing. The Noblesse buff, reliable vow, the power of darkness, the oath ceremony. All the buffs will be provided to everyone. You don't have to wait for someone to clear the bone dragoness in order for them to to buff the players as opposed to the official server. Although I'm not sure if that is still the case now, because I haven't played the official server in 2 years. So maybe they change it, maybe not. I'm not exactly too sure. But yeah, in this game, in this private server, you are basically given all the buffs that you need to farm effectively in this game. All right, so that is the 10 things that I wanted to talk about God game Dragonest. So for those of you who are new to the game, who just heard about God game Dragonest, you might want to give it a try, because once you go GGDN, there's no turning back. just give it a go. For those of you who are interested, we have the I have the or rather I have the link to the official game. Okay, let's just leave the party. So if you check out the description in this live stream, we have the link to the God Game Dragoness server. You can download it. It's pretty straightforward. However, one of the things that I like that they do have that the official server do not have is the fact that you the God Game Dragoness server is gonna ask for your Discord or your Facebook in order for you to register. That means they will have a complete list of real players in the game. So if you basically register the game like multiple times, that's also one thing that you cannot do in the God Game Dragoness private server, because each IP is actually limited to only a couple of account creations. So really smart for them to have that kind of filter to ensure that the players who's going to be downloading or playing the game are not looking to destroy the economy, are not bots, or just basically real players in a way. So that's one thing I like that the God Game Dragoness private server is implementing that the official server is not. Why are we still here in Merca's Heart? Aren't we supposed to do the arc? Let me just ask them if they're gonna. Okay, so after this one, basically this is also a tour for you guys to share with you guys how easy it is to farm in this game. I'm not too sure. The daily quest looks like it's basically the same. The daily 15 nest that you do, and also there's the arc thing. I'm not too sure. Oh, you actually need to farm for arc as well. After that. So there's also the nightmare that you do daily in here, the arc as well. The 15 dungeons that you need to farm as well. Those kinds of things are the basic stuff that you do on a day-to-day basis in the game. Roughly about less than an hour for you to complete the entire daily thing. So yeah, that's one of the things that you do on a day-to-day basis in here is the daily quest. And then we're also going to do the nightmare after this one, so I'll just share it with you guys as well to see how it compares with the official server, which I would say it's basically the same. The only thing that's different is the rewards at the end of the day, because the rewards that you get on from completing the daily quest in the official server might be different as opposed to the rewards that you will get in here. I think it's also a good thing, good opportunity for me as well to show to you guys what the rewards look like after completing the daily quest. As I mentioned, I'm not too sure if it's what the daily quest rewards is like in the official server, but this here, it's definitely rigged. When I say rigged, you will see later. I will share with you guys. I will show you in the stream the rewards that you will get. All those kinds of things. So we'll just do a really quick NM grind in here. It shouldn't take too long. I'm guessing we will complete this one in less than 5 minutes, depending on the bosses that we're gonna encounter, as well as the bonuses that we're gonna get from killing each boss. If we're lucky enough, then you know we should be able to complete this one in less than 4 minutes even. Or if we are going to if we're gonna see shortcuts, that's also gonna boost the entire run. Give us a bonus. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's one of the things that I was just talking about, the bonus thing. Looking at the current progress, we're looking at completing this one in less than 4 minutes. So yeah. And also, I'd like to also add, earlier I mentioned that the rewards are kind of different as opposed to the official server. Not just the type of things that, you know, they will reward for doing or for completing the daily quest, but also the quantity of the items that you get is totally different as well. Boom boom, bonus 50 kills. $200 kills already. Few more bosses and we should be done. Let's just finish this one real quick. 300. We have another boss in there. 400. Another boss maybe. And that is it, guys. That is the entire nightmare run. So after this one, we are going to do the arc. See, the same. We still have the cute manticore thing. So after this one, we're gonna do. So shoutouts again to Samu and Cray for joining us in today's grinding session, daily quest session. Yeah, really thankful that you guys are here. Simbang gabi pa. Simbang tabi. Oh yeah. Simbang gabi. All right. So let's just open this one. All right. So we're gonna do the arc. So we are gonna do the arc. So just wanted to share with you guys real quick. So as you can see here, these are some of the you get basically 70,000 nightmare points for just completing the NM daily. Also 500 gold, 50 GLC. You also have 500 DNP for completing basically the daily quest on a daily basis. You also get 12,000 dungeon points and 10k nest points as well. This one, the thing that you use to reroll your expedition heraldry. What else do we have? Lunar Eclipse Seal Ring. You also get one of that for doing the daily quest. And yeah, this is also one of the great things about doing the daily quest, is that you can get basically 500 conversion fragments for the armor, special armor, and the accessories as well. Yeah, that one as well. Another, reroll stat, ancient knowledge book, conversion special armor. You also get 5 of these per day. I think it's the same in the official server. You get 5 of these per day as well. Heroes, blood, sweat, and tier 20k for doing daily quests. We are also gonna complete the Silverwind, the Ark Crash site, Silverwind Forest, and the Ark Lower Hold, which is gonna reward us the conversion fragments as well, and also community points for liking the player. So let's just head over to Saint Haven to kind of show you guys that, you know, this private server is also following what the official server is implementing in terms of seasonal events and whatnot. So let's head over to the middle. So you can see there it's a Christmas theme. There's a Christmas theme going on because it's Christmas, duh. So yeah, that's one. And then we'll just head over real quick to complete the arc, and then after that we'll do another rundown of the entire thing that you will get. But basically, for those of you basically have a good idea already as to the rewards that you will get, the DNP, and also the, maybe I will share with you guys as well in more in detail in terms of like how many Dragoness points you can earn for completing the EFM dungeon. So let's just do 23 to, you know, make it real fast. Let's just speed run the entire dungeon. So just to give you guys some context, I played the game 2 months ago with literally, I have no idea what I'm doing because everything is new. So as someone who haven't played the game for quite some time and is looking to play the game again, play God Game Dragoness, I'm looking forward to helping you guys out in the future by creating a guide or a content on how you can navigate your way around, especially if you're just starting out. Because I'm not too sure about the other players who just played the game again after having not played the game for so long. But one of the things that I had problems with was gold in this game. Although you can farm basically endless, you can farm to your heart's content in this game, but if you're just starting out and you don't know what the heck or where do you get you can farm gold from fast, I'm hoping to help you guys out, because you will at one point encounter a as you do the Dragoness Novice, the veteran, as you go along, as you follow the quest, basically you will encounter at one point a stalemate, because you're gonna need gold to farm, or rather you're gonna need gold to craft a certain item that is requested, but at the same time you don't have gold to farm for that. What the, hold on, let me just kill this one. God damn. Okay, there we have it. So you're gonna need gold to craft, I believe it was the necklace, but the problem is you don't have gold to craft that, and it would take you, I'm not even joking guys, it would take you a couple dungeon runs to save up for that particular, even just 100 gold at the start. It will take you a lot of time to save 100 gold in order for you to craft that, and basically power through the entire Dragoness Novice and Newbie quest. But there's actually one thing that you can do there, which is to basically sell or rather buy GLC from your from doing the daily quest. You will get you can get GLC and then sell that for gold, and then yeah, that should basically the end of your problem if you encounter that one. But I had that problem at the start when I started playing the game, and it really frustrated me to levels I didn't know I had. No, I'm just kidding. But it's basically gonna, you know, it's a frustrating situation if you get to that point. So I'm hoping that, you know, by making one of the more detailed videos on how to go around it, how to navigate your way to getting, I believe you will also get a plus 10 ancient armor, you know, by just following the entire newbie or novice thing. So yeah, hopefully I can create that video to help you guys out, and also to kind of speed you up if you are a new player or a returning player, because there are so many things that's new to this game that I have literally no idea what to do with, especially with the new items. I believe we stopped playing when the you know, the hardest 8-man raid at the time was Trove, the TN Trove Nest. So yeah, when Trove was out, we basically just stopped playing the game, and there are a couple of new dragons and nests that, or rather 8-man nests that came in, that was patched after we stopped playing the game. One of which is the Rune Dragon Nest, which I literally have no idea what it's about. As well as the Bone Dragon Nest, which I am looking forward to actually, you know, spend time with other players as well and experience basically the monstrosity of that 8-man nest. Yeah, maybe at some point, I'm pretty sure there are so many videos out there on YouTube that you can look up, you know, how to do the mechanics, but I'm not too sure if, you know, how updated those are. So yeah, as we go along, as we play the game, I will look for opportunities to share with everyone on, you know, what to do and how to do it, and then hopefully, you know, that would basically help you guys out. Oops. So yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, there are so many things that we can actually do and talk about. Maybe even we'll start with what, maybe comparing the things that used to be essential before that is not relevant anymore right now. Maybe that's one of the things that we can talk about in another video, because I believe that warrants really a separate video of its own. Okay, that's a lot to dig in, that's a lot to take in as well. So let's just go speed through the entire thing, and I believe we can end the stream after that. But right now, so we're just going to be talking about some of the things that you guys may have questions on, maybe viewers, or even you know, people who are watching the rewatching the live stream. If you have questions, I'd be more than happy to answer you guys as well, even if you're not on the live stream anymore. I will keep a lookout on the comments that you guys are going to be leaving in my previous live streams or even this live stream. So yeah, feel free to drop any comments or questions you may have, and I'd be more than happy to help you out to my best abilities. Because to be honest with you guys, right now I am also one of the players that really needs help catching up with everything in this game. But I would say, you know, but my progress right now can easily be achieved within a week. Everything that I have, you know, I have achieved in here after playing the game for 2 months. You know, just referring to the game's mechanics, you know, the game's instruction without that much help from the rest of the community. When I started out, you can basically farm everything in just 2 weeks, I would say, whatever I have right now. Okay, I believe that pretty much covers everything we need to discuss in this live stream. So let's go back to Saint Haven and then let's do a quick summary of what was discussed in this live stream. And then I am really hoping that I will see you guys again in our future live streams. So if you haven't already, be sure to click the subscribe button. Don't forget to also click the notification bell, because clicking the notification bell, if you guys don't know what it is about, is it basically gives you the notification whenever I go live. So yeah, that's also helpful, not only for your part, but it's also helpful for my part as a content creator, because it's gonna help YouTube algorithm, all the technical stuff behind YouTube. It's basically gonna help me out if you click on subscribe, or even just click on the like button on the live stream as well. So yeah, let's do a quick check on, wait, I don't think we have like players yet, so let's just do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we have it. So now let's take a look at the rewards. Wow, that's a lot. So first off is the seasonal points. 50k, you get 50k on a daily basis, and also community points, Crazy Duck wanted poster as well, which you're gonna do through Lindsay. And also you have the conversion armor box, BST points, what else, another conversion for the accessory, and then 20k BST as well. Nightmare, you guys seen this earlier, 75k per day. Heroes gold coin, gold lotus water. Whoa, DNP, 500 DNP per day. Dungeon points, 12k. Nest points, 10k. The reroll thing for the expedition heraldry, 500 conversional fragments for the armor, accessory, and the special armor. Ancient's knowledge, ancient insignia, which should basically you basically have more of this than you have an idea how to use it for. So there is that. And also ancient's knowledge book conversion special on the best hero tournament thing ticket as well, which honestly I don't have any idea how to do that. So let's just go ahead and sell all the things that we are not gonna be using. And yeah, so let's just bring this up here. We also have to wait, where are the other conversion boxes? There, we also have one here. Where's the last one? Is it in here? No, it's not. God damn, where is it? Where's the other box, man? I couldn't find it. 1, 2. Wow. I don't know, man. I'll just look for it later. So the conversion boxes, and yeah, basically you have everything you need. That's everything that you will get from doing the daily quest. So it's basically easy. You get like a +10 ancient helmet as well for just doing the newbie or the beginner quest, following the novice quest. You also get +5 conversion armor. So yeah, that's already a huge help, instead of just starting off from scratch from +0. So +5 is really helpful as well to speed things up a bit. What else? The farming system, I think there's just so many things I wanted to share with you guys. However, I believe that all of those nitty-gritty stuff deserves a separate video of their own. So I think I'll just leave you guys with the DQ and the rewards for now. And then as we go along, we'll cover basically everything that needs to be covered in this game to help you guys out in terms of helping you out on how to go around the game mechanics and whatnot. Especially since there are other mechanics in the private server that you simply cannot apply it in the official server. So yeah, as I said, I'm just keep on rambling and rambling. Yeah, I think that sums up the live stream for today. I really, really, really appreciate having you guys in our live stream. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed our live stream and learned at least something from our live stream today. And I hope that I'll be able to partake or to share other useful information to you guys in the near future. So that is it. This is Boss Al. Wow, haven't said that name in so long. This is Boss Al, and I am wishing you guys a good evening. Goodbye.